Yes, me too. That's where I want gates down at the bottom. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lessons and Learning and Readings with Larkin. I am Larkin, live with you here from the United States. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. I will get to comments in just a moment. I might have to adjust my computer a little bit. I'm actually doing a broadcast at the new barn for the first time. So I've got to get my height right and my angle and all that good stuff. I don't have any beautiful scenery for all of you today. Today, and we'll give everybody a couple minutes to log on. I do not have my candles or my incense today, but I do have my 3 drinks. So most of you know that I always invite you all to please, let's see here, get a banner up for you guys. Most of you know I always invite you all and encourage you to have a candle and or incense, a really comfortable place to sit and make this a relaxing and fun hour of learning and expansion for yourselves. I also invite you to bring a yummy drink, just so you can take this hour to sort of step out of your humdrum, regular, everyday life and join us for some wisdom and guidance, and hopefully for some fun. All right, let's see here. I want to, hello, Ann Swantek. Hi, Casey. Hi, Trish. Hi, Lauren. Hey, Marie. So I did bring the Sacred Force cards again, which I normally only do on Monday, just because there were so many people that wanted them yesterday. And I had to log off, obviously, before we got to do that. But as always, I'm going to remind you guys to, just as you would when you're going in for an interview, or you're going into work, or you're going to a dance class, leave all your baggage at the door. Please make sure you say hi before you start asking for a reading, because it gives off the vibe and the energy of not being needy, of not being desperate. And when you do that, you allow yourself to receive. And that means no matter how spirit comes through for me to you, through me for you, what this does is it opens up your end for receiving. And that is so important, because no matter how great the message may be, if you guys come with a frequency of desperation, even if you're not aware that's what it is, it will prevent you from receiving to the best of your ability. Okay? So yay. I want to share with you what Spirit is asking me today for the wisdom that they always ask me to share with you before we get started. So Marana, Marie, Dolores, Alethea, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me. So Spirit is asking me to remind you to choose just one day, or even 1 hour if you have to start with that, and choose that time to just accept whatever is. Practice the art of acceptance, which is one of the key components to creating transformation, right? To transforming out of suffering, to becoming a powerful manifester. We talked about this yesterday on both my live, on my Psychic Medium page on Facebook, and in here. And so Spirit must really know there's people out there that need to hear this, okay? Just choose 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, whatever you can do. Choose a little bit more than what you think you can do. And say, okay, for this 1 hour, and you might have to just choose an hour. For this 1 hour, I'm going to choose to accept whatever comes my way without resistance, because resistance is what causes our struggle and suffering, okay? It's a long process to learn and understand that. But this is what Spirit wanted me to share with you today. And I guarantee you, if you truly practice this, you'll have some eye-opening discoveries and will be closer to shifting into standing in your power. Okay? Thank you. All right. Let's get started here. Let's see. We're going to try to get some people we don't normally that I haven't gotten to yet as well. Rebecca, welcome back. Rachel, Andrea, welcome. So great to see you guys. Oh, and thank you. I'm just connected to spirit. Each and every one of you is wise as well. You have that wisdom. You just have to tune into it. Okay. So great to see you guys. All right. Thank you. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Allison. I love how you say hello to everyone. So good. All right. Well, let me get shuffling some cards here. Guys, we all have wisdom. You are eternally wise souls, each and every one of you. And it is simply what you do with it. And it's about remembering who you are so that you can utilize it. Okay. I'm at the barn, so I'm going to lay my cards on a nice sweatshirt so they don't get ruined. I have these beautiful cards for you guys. Don't forget, for those of you who weren't here yesterday, these are from Denise Lynn. I love her. She brings not only wisdom from the ethereal realms, but also multi-dimensions. Okay, so just like each of you can tune into, and I always remind you guys, stay closely connected to nature. This is your key to healing and remembering who you are in the spirit world. Okay, nature's our gift. We're part of nature. So hers bring in the wisdom of animal wisdom and tree and nature wisdom. Okay, it's one of the reasons why I like to use her cards. All right, let's see what we have here. Let's see. Lots of love to you too, Allison. Yay! I know the horses are out right now. That's my angel unicorn Jasper, actually, who's usually out there, and he's running around outside. But as soon as I'm done with you guys, I'm going to bring him in. So good evening, Caroline. Great to see you again. Margot, great to see you. So wonderful. All right. So, Trish, welcome. So Margot, let's start with you today because I have not connected with you before. Hi, Allison. Lost Margot's. There we go. All right, wonderful. Welcome. Margot, where are you? Hi, Susan Kirby. Hi, Katie Newkirk. Where are you listening from, Margot? I haven't really gotten to interact with you yet before. Let's see here. Scroll down and see. I love it when you guys share with me where you're from. It's so awesome. We're going to try to, as usual, guys, I'm going to try to get through as many people as I can. I'm super thorough, but I am practicing on being more efficient and quicker. And this is because, I don't know where my phone is, so I know the time. This is because the online free readings are not as in-depth as the small group readings or the private readings that you can schedule with a reader. And I want to make sure that the people that show up for the free online readings, as many as possible, I can send them off with comfort, with validation, with peace of mind, with some sort of guidance, which means it might be more brief, but that doesn't mean it's less valuable. Okay, so Stroud, Gloucestershire, UK, awesome. Hull, the UK, Missouri. Oh my goodness, Katie, did you just get major storms? We just had huge monsoon storms that came through from Missouri today. Holy. Haley, welcome from England. Yay. All right. So Margot, I'm going to draw 2 cards for you first. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this. Okay, so I got 2 amazing cards for you. Ones I don't actually usually get, which is pretty cool. So we got for you, Margot, we got, I don't normally use cards, but people really love these cards. Purification. We're going to go into what that means in a minute. Pure spirit, purification. This is actually so powerful. It's really underestimated in our world today. Let's see. Hello, Cindy Galman Wallace. You know, I didn't even see you yesterday. I don't even remember seeing you yesterday. But yeah, most people don't get a reading because there's so many people on here, but I do my best. I'll share your comment in just a minute. And strength, ancient oak spirit. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, the oak is like one of the strongest woods. the oak wood. And it's also one of the strongest, oh, interesting. Also one of the strongest trees, right? So one of the things that makes trees so strong is that they're flexible, they bend to the wind. Flexibility is strength. Okay. And so it's very important that we recognize that strength can be symbolized. All of these characteristics can be symbolized by things in nature. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you what Denise Lynn says about pure spirit, and then I'm going to share with you what spirit is sharing with me for you. They're usually very in sync, but I find that her cards and the messages on them are so on, they're so spot on, and they're so beautiful. Okay. Your energy field is being cleansed of all that it does not need. Traditionally, pine branches have been used for cleansing ceremonies because ancient people revered their purifying qualities. The essential oil of pine is antibacterial and antiseptic. Okay. This card's appearance is a message of sage to release what doesn't serve and support and empower you. Let go of anything that feels dull or murky in your life. So, in cahoots with this message, what spirit is sharing with me in the purification card is how important it is that for your next level of evolution, for the next level of what it is that you're actually wanting to manifest, that you intentionally clear out and purify some things. Okay. You need to set the intention, and you need to look at, what is it that you've been wanting to manifest? What is it you've been wanting to create or change? And know that in getting that purification card, that is also telling us that one of the things that's standing actually in your way is that. Now, keep in mind, this can be in any paradigm. It can be, mentally, emotionally, physically. It can also be from the past. So even though you may think you have let go of the past, the beliefs that we currently hold come actually from our past beliefs. Okay. It comes from our past experience. And that's at 95% of your mind you're unaware of. Okay. So one of the triggers, the switches that is going to release you and free you to be able to actually manifest what you want and help you get out of your own way is the purification. Okay. Now this is happening actually anyway, energetically. Your angels are actually working on this. The angels are the ones that help to work on this. Okay. Not the spirit guides. The spirit guides guide you and direct you into what you need to be doing. The angels actually do some of this purification work. Okay. But there is the part that needs to be happening is there's some intentional parts that your free will, you need to choose and allow to let go of, or allow to go on its way. Okay. Some old energy that you need to be clearing out. And they're telling me that with a little bit of focus, you are aware of what these things are. Okay. Now, let's see. Yes, intention is very, very powerful. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're enjoying this. Thank you for your feedback. I'm glad you're relating to this. Now, the oak is so important, guys. And none of the details on these cards are to be ignored. Okay. There's a reason why this is ancient. So the trees are actually wisdom keepers. They're sentient beings just like you and I. They have a collective soul. They can communicate with each other from around the world. They're great healers. So if you go and you sit with your spine against a tree and you just pick the one that calls you, what you'll find is that you end up walking away knowing and having a lot of healing done. Okay. So hello, Lisa Joel. Hello, Carrie. Welcome. So know that there's a couple things here. Number one, you need to connect with some oak trees for real, some ancient oak trees. Okay. So yes, this came out on a card. Yes, it symbolizes strength and wisdom, but it also just like we have animal totems, people might get the crane or the hawk. I know like her cards have a crane here, just like that. We also find that plants do the same thing for us. They're sentient, they're conscious, just in a different way. Okay. So you need to go out and you need to find some oak, and you need to find an oak tree and make friends. This will actually help guide you with the purification process. I am not surprised, but I am blown away that these two cards were drawn together for you, because it is so clear in your energy field that you need both of these, and they work so beautifully together. I've never drawn these two cards together. Actually, I've never drawn either one of these cards in this deck, but they work beautifully together. Okay, now I'm going to share a third card with you. Mind you, I could go on for an hour for each of these cards from Spirit, but I'm trying to be efficient for you guys. And get to people. Okay. Yes, they do know the meaning of life, Margot. Absolutely. Yes. So what is interesting is that attached to the booklet, when I went to read about purity for you, attached to the back of it, unbeknownst to me, when I put the rest of the cards down, was the Wild Rose Fairy of Love. The Wild Rose Fairy of Love. I've never drawn her either. Pretty amazing. Okay. And this is really amazing because before I even drew a card for you, when Spirit guided me to choose to read for you, what kept coming up was love, 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 love. Talk to her about love. Okay. So I'm going to share with you a little excerpt from Denise Lynn, and then I'm going to share with you what Spirit is sharing with me for you, okay? Because this card for you is in reference to many different levels and types of love, okay? That could be a whole show just on its own. Love is all around you. Open your heart to receive. All of life's experiences are a splendid part of spiritual evolution toward the realization that we are all love. Your reminder needs to be, Margot, that you are love. Love is within you. So in whether it's family, whether it's romance, no matter what it is, your experience of love is a direct reflection of you. Okay? And so just as you have to intentionally go through this purification process on a certain level to manifest, it is not unconnected to this. Okay? There's a shift in your perception of love that they're telling me needs to happen for you. It is in a very practical, down-to-earth identification, mental and emotional way, but it is also in your belief and complete concept of love, okay? Where you can apply it, how you can apply it, and how you're actually receiving it. To be able to see and receive and recognize love in ways that you might not see as love, in ways that you might not identify what it is that's coming to you, right? So there are just in certain ways in which things are given to you, or things happen for you, or things work out for you. That is the love of your spirit team, the love of source, the love of so many things coming through for you. Okay. And it's really important. So anyway, this is important. So you got these 3 cards today. Pure spirit. It's hard. It looks so different when I hold it up. Then the ancient oak spirit, which is strength. The oaks will teach you how strong you are and to remember your power. And then, of course, the third one, which I'm only doing 2 for people today, but this popped out for you. And it was like, it told me, okay, love, talk to her about love. And then I went on my own way and I drew cards and I started talking to spirit. And then they're like, we said love. Okay. Oh my gosh. They have to keep their readers under wraps. All right, Margot, thank you for letting me read for you. That is very powerful. Please make sure you take those to heart. Spirit always wants me to give you guys like a call to action. These were calls to action here. This was a little booklet of instructions for you. Okay. So yes, you are love. Absolutely. So awesome. Let's see here. Yes, Lauren, I will get to you. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. let's see here. Wow, I know, Trish, isn't that amazing? Okay, that's so cool. Let me get here and make sure I got all the right ones. Yes, lovable is a big part of this, Cindy. That's so true. You love song messages. Oh my gosh, yeah, song deck would be awesome, Haley. How fun would that be? Okay. That is absolutely amazing. All right. I'm glad you found me today, Lauren. So let's see here. Let me shuffle these for you again. Yeah, guys, you know, it's everything in your life is going to be a reflection of your perception and your level of consciousness. So I always tell my coaching clients, make consciousness your number one priority. Okay, because your state of consciousness will determine everything else for you. Okay. All right. Margot, you're so in love with your soulmate. You're so lucky. Yes, how blessed you are. That's wonderful. I'm glad you can recognize that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's windy, guys. Sorry, let me grab my paper towel here. It's gotten windy in the barn. All right. Hi, Nathan. Awesome. Oh, Carlene. My mother's name is Carlene. How cool. That's great. Wonderful. Yeah, that's great. I know soulmates don't always they don't always work out with us in our life. So that's quite a blessing. Quite a blessing. Okay. Lauren. Oh, I love that card. Wow. This is pretty awesome. I just got chills. Okay. So, so Lauren, this is really cool. I love both of these cards. The second one I've actually never drawn before for someone out of this deck. So for you, Lauren, I got Bluebird of Happiness. Love this. And we're going to talk about what that means for you. Such a beautiful and amazing card. And Standing Stones, Passage. This is really, really important. This tells me a lot about what is going on with your inner and your spiritual journey and development at the moment. And let's see, aren't they beautiful cards? Yes, they're beautiful. So first of all, guys, happiness is there's joy and then there's happiness. All right. And I think it's very important to understand the difference. Most people do not understand the difference, but there are certain things that are your essence anyway. And when you're not experiencing them, it's because your egoic veil is in the way, because you are shut down from that. All right. So we are joy by nature. We are joy. Okay. We are love. We are abundance. We are peace. Okay. We are those things by nature. And so if you notice a baby, if you leave them alone, you don't give them a hard time, you don't make them miserable. That's who and what they are. When that gets disturbed, that's because our mind is in the way. Our mind has gotten in the way. Okay. So happiness, however, is a state of mind. It's like jealousy, frustration, excitement. Excitement's actually the same thing as nervousness. It's just the upside of that. Okay. But it's this, our neurons, our nervous system thinks it's the same thing. So in pulling the Bluebird of Happiness here, what they're showing me is they're showing me times in your life of absolute tremendous happiness. Okay. They're showing me a framework and a platform of experiences that you have had in your life that brought you such great happiness. And one of the things they want you to recognize is that they want you to re-identify that as joy. We can be unhappy and still be joyful. Okay. Or we can be happy and be joyful. But the happiness part is a state of mind. And so what this tells me is, although you have that ongoing joy within you, that your next level of happiness And keep in mind, guys, too, society seems to think that we're supposed to be happy like 95% of the time. And then when we're unhappy 5% of the time, there's something wrong. Okay, that is absolutely not true. But here's what they want you to understand, okay? When it comes to happiness, we outgrow certain levels of happiness. Okay, we outgrow certain levels of what is satisfying to us. Hold on, Jasper, buddy, I'll get you in a minute. And so it's very, very, my horse is outside. He's like, I want in. So it's very important that you understand that this card for you in particular is directly related to your next evolution of your mindset. And what I'm seeing is that you're going to be crossing a threshold, if you're not already, of a new level of happiness. Okay. And that's going to be really vital for you. All right. They're telling me that you intuitively know what you need to do with that. There are some comfort zones that you need to get out of that you have been choosing not to get out of right now. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. They're telling me that you are. You do know it. They're saying you do know it. And so you need to just go ahead and bite the bullet and take those leaps out of those comfort zones. Okay. Because it's so important for you. All right. On the other side of this is going to be a new level of happiness. So the things that we're not keeping, that we're not creating the same happiness for you that used to, it's because you've outgrown those. You've outgrown that mindset. Okay. And you are going to, you have to ask yourself, you're like, oh, you think so? Okay. So here's the thing though. Everything we want is always outside of our comfort zone. It always is 100% of the time. Because everything you want is at that new level of you, because you're always evolving. When we begin to experience unhappiness, it is because we have somehow stalled, or we're procrastinating, avoiding getting out of our particular comfort zone, and we're not allowing that growth to flow. Okay. They want you to unlock that so that growth can flow. And in doing that, you're going to get to the next level. And here's the thing. Spirit wants me to remind you, you're never going to be sorry that you do. You're never going to be sorry that you get out of your comfort zone. Okay. Because you can't find that new level of happiness without it. All right. So this is pretty amazing. So also, you see the bluebird there? Keep your eye out for bluebirds, because that is one of your current animal messengers, one of your current animal totems. Okay. So that's very important. That's your, it's may not be a lifelong one. I actually think it's a lifelong one for you, but it's definitely one that's a power animal for you right now. All right. Now let's look at your next card, Standing Stones, a passage of standing stones. Now this actually, now that Spirit has explained to me what they wanted in reference to the happiness card for you, this makes a lot of sense. Okay. This makes a lot of sense. And in other words, Lauren, to the UG of getting out of your comfort zone, the bottom line is to get what you want and feel happiness at the level that you want. There really isn't a choice, right? We all have to get out of our comfort zone. That's part of what life is. Okay. So I'm going to share with you what the Standing Passage card means directly from Denise Lynn. And I'm going to share with you what Spirit means for that directly for you. Okay. Let's see. Many believe that standing stones are a place that allows one to embark on spiritual journeys from one realm to another. Okay. You have a great capacity to do this, actually, Lauren. They can also mark the transition from one stage of life to another. And that is what they're indicating for you at this time. They, let's see. Remember that although life changes are, that in life changes, you are eternal. Yes. Celebrate all the transitions in life and you'll experience profound harmony. Yes. So keep in mind that the only thing that never changes, the only thing that is a constant in the universe is change. Change is a constant. And your eternal soul would be so bored, so shiny, would be so bored without that. Okay. When you all can start to see, and this is a powerful message for you, Lauren, when you can start to recognize and look at life as the change as being the key factors to your peace, to your abundance, to your joy, to your happiness. When you start to see that and recognize that, you'll start to see the value in these passages, the value in getting out of your comfort zone, the value in change and transformation. And you'll begin to embrace change, okay, the way that the Buddhist monks do. So this is very, very important. And it just calls for a huge change in perception that getting out of your comfort zone is not a scary negative thing. It is a key factor in living the life that you're dreaming of. Okay. And I hope that as a vehicle of communication from spirit today, that I've conveyed that very important message that your spirit guides have wanted you to get to. Okay. Now, guys, I want to remind you that I have a Meet Your Spirit Guides event on the 18th of May. There's only 8 spaces left. So if you want to meet your spirit guides, it is a $40 in American dollars. It is a 2-hour event, and everyone is guaranteed to meet at least one spirit guide and know how to communicate with them, depending on your level of consciousness with them. Okay. Your spirit guides, Lauren, are helping you with this. They're helping you walk this passage. It is one of the things that you came to do in becoming more conscious in this life. And I will say this again, you will not regret getting out of your comfort zones. Okay. And typically they say you're pretty good at doing it, but whatever's going on right now with you the last couple of years, they say that you're not doing that. So for that next vision of life that you have, these are the things that, these are the cards that are most relevant. And this is what's really important. Okay. That you go through that passage, because that is the passage to your next level of desires and best version of yourself. Okay. So please, please stick with that. I do want to move on. I sense a presence though, Lauren, around you as well. It is not clear as to who or what that presence is. It seems as though it's a human energy. It is a very, in body and form, it's more of like someone in their 30s or 40s. Energetically, it's got a very childlike energy. Does this relate to you, Lauren? Would you know who this is? It may be not so clear, because it could be that this is coming through for someone that you know. It could be coming through for someone that you know, Lauren. Do you know someone recently, or not recently, actually at any point, who passed like in their 30s or 40s? It's coming through more clearly now. This is a male energy. It might be for someone that you know, like a neighbor or a friend. I believe this is somebody's brother. Straight light brown hair. A male. He's slender. Like pale skin. And let's see, I want to say right now, as he's coming more clearly through, he's got like a necklace on. He's got some jewelry on, like a necklace and a ring. He's wearing jeans and a button-down shirt. And it looks as though this is not directly for you. It looks as though as he's slowly coming in more clear. Sometimes they come in more slowly like this when they are coming through for someone else that you knew. He's saying that it looks like he had some sort of an accident, and he's wanting to let his family know that he's okay. Light brown hair, slender. I'm asking what other details he can get through to me. Sorry, guys, we'll get back to cards in a minute. I just want to share this. It looks as though he lived in a different state from his family. Does this resonate with you, Lauren? Do you know anybody? Do you have any friends or neighbors or colleagues that You passed recently. Well, this guy has like straight hair. It's not super short. It's like it's not blonde. It's like either real dark blonde or light brown. It looks like he had an accident, and I believe that at least at some point in his life he was a smoker. Do you know anyone who passed who was a smoker? Any thin gentlemen who passed who were smokers? Do me a favor, Lauren, if anything resonates more, come back to me and let me know on the broadcast. But let's see, an accident could be an overdose. Yes, absolutely. Yes, he's saying yes. But he just wants his family to know that he's okay. Do you know the family belonging to this person? 30s or 40s, pale skin, said he was like showing me distance between him and his family. So I was seeing it as a geographical distance, but it could be that it's emotional or mental interactive distance. And his hair is probably about this long, very straight. His hair looked like it was sort of like maybe it was thinning. He's very pale. And he just wants his family to know that he's okay, that he made it to the other side. And keep in mind, he had jewelry on. So he's got like a necklace and a ring. He had like a couple pieces of jewelry that he liked to wear. And it looks like at some point he had like kind of a rundown older vehicle that he would drive. At one point he didn't have a car. But his family is concerned. So he is saying that he made it to the other side. He's not in hell. He's like, I'm okay. I'm here on the other side where there's love, and I remember who I am, and I am good. I am safe. I am loved. I am happy, and don't worry about me. Do not worry about me. Okay. This guy had very slender features. So anyway, Lauren, that is what I'm getting from him. If you know who this person is, will you please pass this on to your family? I'm not getting a name, but he did give me a lot of validating details. So please share that. I just have chills. He's like thanking me right now. Please let them know that he's okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. And Swantek, let's give you, I need to pick this up, guys. I only got 24 minutes left. Want to get cards going for people and not take so much. You shared, Caroline. Thank you. All right, let's run through. Let's get some people cards, and then we'll, you get too comfortable, Lauren. Yeah, well, that's okay. Don't we all? Nobody wants to get out of their comfort zone because it's uncomfortable. That's why you got to do it. You hit the nail on the head. You got it. All right. Let's do this. Let's do Anne, and let's do Donna Ray. Okay, I'm going to do Donna Ray, and then I'm going to do Anne, and then I'll get to some of other people with deeper questions here. Let's see. Oh, Donna Ray. These are great. I love these. All right. So, Donna Ray, we have Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. This is so beautiful. Wow. Letting go. What a great card to get for the spring, actually. And then you also received Starry Night, Acceptance. Acceptance. I don't know if you've been following me the past couple days, Donna Ray, but if you listen to the broadcast I did on my Larkin Psychic Medium page yesterday and on this page of Veronica's yesterday, we talked about letting go. And we talked about acceptance. That's what we talked about, acceptance, okay? Because that's such a huge part of transformation and manifesting, all right? But let's talk about the letting go part first. They're showing me that you have done a good job in trying to let go of things on a consistent basis, that you have a healthy pattern of, really trying to intentionally say, okay, yep, got to move on, let that go. And that you really try to do that. But they're saying there are some things really deeply rooted back in that 95% of your subconscious mind you're unaware of that are holding you to, you have some old beliefs that you're too attached to, that you are not detached from enough to observe and see how they are impacting you. And they're so close to you because some of these beliefs come from experiences that you've had, and they are actually holding you to different standards and different habits that you need to let go of in order to create some of the transformations that you're wanting. So the things they're telling you to let go of is starting with internally. Okay, you need to really start internally. There's some deep inner letting go. I would recommend writing, because as you're writing, it'll pull it out of you, and there'll be stuff in there you didn't even realize, because this they're saying is in that 95% of your conscious mind you are unaware of. So they're like, consciously you're doing so good, setting the right intentions, trying to let things go, being flexible. You try to be very aware of what you're doing, but they're saying on an unconscious level and a subconscious level, you're just not aware. There's some really deeply rooted things, really old things that are creating a set of beliefs that cause you to make choices and perceive things in a way that hurts you. Okay. So they want you to work on the letting go. It's actually, you're going to feel so much lighter. I think probably, I want to say by like next spring, you're going to feel so much lighter if you do this. Okay. Remember, a lot of my readings call for a call to action. Okay. Let's see here. And then acceptance. So there's going to be some acceptance in the process of the letting go. What they're actually, oh, interesting. Okay. But what your spirit guides are sharing with me is that one of the reasons you haven't let go of these few very old, very deeply rooted things are because you have not accepted them. There are things that cause certain emotions that you did not accept in relationships, even from a very early childhood age on. And some things that, are deeply rooted about yourself, actually, that need to just be accepted. There's just some things in life they're saying you've resisted. And in accepting them, you're going to be able to let them go, which is going to lead to the outcomes that you've been saying. Why is it not happening? Why am I doing all the right things? Why am I manifesting all the right things and it's not happening? Okay. This is your answer. So what you've been asking your spirit guides at, they've been hearing you and they're coming through to tell me this. Okay. So this is really important. You saw on my page. Awesome. Good. So this is really important. A lot of times we are willing to accept things that we've worked through a certain amount, and there's certain things we're willing to let go of. The things that usually get in our way are the things that somehow have gotten buried or somehow took on a different form, and we were unaware of what they really were. Okay. So if you're questioning this and you're unaware of it, keep in mind it's because it's in that subconscious and they're wanting you to bring it to the surface. That's why I recommended the writing. Okay. Because this is just a major, it's like it's tripping you up. Okay. If you can do these two things, that's going to remove what's tripping you up. Got it? Yeah, no, not deep thinking. No, not deep thinking. That's the thing. You think a lot. You think too much. One of the reasons you don't have you need to still do this is because of the thinking. Okay. Rabbit holing is more like it. They want you to go deeper than the thought. You got to actually go down in your subconscious, which is why I was saying, either sit with your back to a tree and let by osmosis it pull it out, or write, because as you're writing, it just is going to come out of you. Okay. And your spirit guides are really they're like, oh my God, like once you get up this little mountain and over these humps, you're going to be like running easy pie. Okay. That is true. Yes, you do. You worry about, you do. You worry about worrying. Yeah. Well put. So not deep thinking. No, they're saying. No. They were literally like, your spirit guides were like, no, that's not what we're saying. Make sure that's not what she knows. That's not what we're saying. No more thinking. If you listen to my broadcast yesterday, we talked about consciousness versus thought. So you want to do the opposite because it's thought that got you into what you need to let go of. It's thought that is what you need to let go of. And so don't use think to get out of it because you can't put out fire with fire, right? So you got this. You can do this. That's fantastic. All right. I'm going to set you off with your spirit guides, Donna Ray, and they are going to help you with this. So keep talking to them. Don't forget, guys, I have so many fun events going on this month. So if you want to join any of those or get a half price reading for Mother's Day or give people one for Mother's Day, I only have limited ones. If you don't want to do it with me, find a reader that you trust. It's such a great Mother's Day gift. And then I've got the Mother's Day group readings as well. It's a small group reading for people that don't want to pay for an individual reading. It's a small group of people, and you can do that for Mother's Day. That's fun to do with your mother. And then there's the Meet Your Spirit Guides event. So these things are all available for you, okay? You're welcome, Donna Ray. Let me know how it goes. Keep me posted. You got this. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just don't try so hard up here, okay? Thank you, Haley. You're just learning about all this. It's an ongoing learning process. So am I. All right. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Even your pussycat is listening to me with interest. How wonderful. Hey, pussycat. Great to see you. All right. Let's do this here. Hi, Claire. Try to get to you too here. I'm going to find something else from, hello, Dolores. I'm going to do Anne quick, and then that's interesting, Dolores. Physical difficulties are keeping me in my comfort zone, and I want out. Yes, that's a big one. The ego often uses our physical issues to do that. That's very interesting. All right, I'll try to get back there. I was just looking for a different one of Anne's. Other than I am here. She keeps reminding me, I'm here. Okay. All right, guys. Just keep in mind, guys, I don't always see all of your messages. I always think I do. I try to look at them. And every once in a while, I get on, I check the comments and stuff later when I re-listen to these. And I'm like, oh my gosh, who is that person? I didn't even see them to say hi. So if I don't say hi to you or I miss commenting on something, please just know I either ran out of time or I did not see you in time to reply to you, okay? But I do try to reply to everything, all right? It's just hard. All right. Aha, interesting. All right. So, all right, I've got 12 minutes here. We're going to try to get to a few more people. So Anne Swantek, I got Forest Temple and Enlightenment. So this means you are coming to a big aha moment. You are coming up on the next big awakening in your life. Okay. It's literally, I can feel the energy. It's like right here. It's like ready to like burst out of you. Okay. And it's, you don't even have to do anything. It's on its way. Like it's happening. So if you feel like everything's happening at once, everything is like just rising up and surrounding you and things are just happening. This is why. Now look at this card. Do you see in the middle of her chest, that green light? Heart chakra. Now, what's interesting about that is I've never looked at this card before. I didn't even know this was on here. What I knew and felt was your spirit guide showing me where this is welling up from. And then I'm talking and I'm looking at this and oh my God, look at that. I'm not kidding, guys. This is so connected. These messages from spirits are just amazing. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. Thank you, Allison. I'm glad you're enjoying this. So this is your next level of enlightenment. And my phone just answered me. It cannot be avoided. Okay. It's happening. You're on like a train on a no return path. So you better hang on freaking tight, Anne. Okay. And what spirit wants you to do is start looking and recognizing that all the things that are going on that you feel that you can't control, that are making you worried and nervous, that are feeling overwhelming, are part of this. Obstacles are opportunities, guys. We have to change our perspective completely. We have to change our perspective of life. Okay. And this is happening. So this is really important. Now, how are you going to get there, you ask? Spirit says, voila, you also got the Standing Stones passage. Wow, so powerful. Spirit shares with me this in sort of a different direction. Okay, Anne, than it did in the previous reading here. It is a very clearly specific and free-willed layout path for you. Okay. And this passage is, for some people, it's symbolizing like a passage onto the next phase of life, or getting out of their comfort zone, or, their next level of awakening, whatever. For you, this is a very specific, narrow and specific path that you are being guided, that is going to be helping you go to your next level of consciousness. But there are very specific things that they want you to experience and remember and being aware of. Okay. And so this is a very sacred and very special for you path. And you need to trust it. You need to trust your guides. You need to put one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and make sure that you are just grateful and breathing the whole time. And if you can do that, you're going to pop out the other side. You might not even realize that you're at the other side already when you pop out on the other side. Okay. But it's going to be absolutely amazing for you. And that's what you're going to be doing this year in 2024 is you're on this path. So you better hang on tight, right? It's like, okay, you're going, you're jumping out of that plane. So you better be ready to open that parachute, right? So this is amazing though. I'm excited for you. I'll be excited to see what happens for you this year as you go on this journey and how this plays out for you. All right. Thank you for letting me read for you, Anne. So awesome. Let's see here. Okay. Scroll up here a little bit. Let's see. Rebecca, I think I must be being shown some hard lessons lately as I need guidance, but nobody is coming through. Okay, well, first of all, if you are being ignored on purpose, so what? Perhaps you're being ignored by people that don't have the right energy match for you. Perhaps you're being ignored is a blessing, or perhaps you're being ignored is something that's triggered, that is a perception that's not even really happening. That's what the egoic veil does. Okay. So whereas I acknowledge and I respect and I sympathize with your feelings of being ignored, as it's a horrible feeling, it doesn't mean that's what's really happening. And if it is, you can be sure that it's working out for you. Okay. So that's the first thing. That's very important. Okay. I'm going to slow down. That's okay. Yeah, I lost connection for a second, but we're back. Yay. So this is okay. If you're being ignored on purpose, then those people you're either not at the right frequency for them to even recognize you're there, and it's not even their fault, or you're not resonating with them. Okay. And that's okay. If you're being ignored, those aren't your people. Okay. Now, I'm going to sort of rip your sentence apart. Okay. Because that's what Spirit wants me to do, is to break it down for you. Okay. First of all, if you're being taught lessons or shown lessons, that means you need them, which again is okay. Okay. Remember the message that Spirit gave me when we first started today to share with all of you today? It said, if even just for an hour, choose to accept whatever is. This is one of Eckhart Tolle's main teachings as well, right? As an enlightened being, this is one of his main teachings. Accept the moment always just as it is. And what you'll find is that then the rest of your reality shifts into things being the way you would want them to be. So in other words, always take the moment as though it is exactly the way you would want it to be. Okay, I know that's easier said than done, but this is what gets you to the other side. Now, here's another thing for you. Spirit just popped in and said to me, they said to me, she wants guidance, but if it doesn't fit into the guidance that she thinks it should fit into, then she feels that she didn't receive the guidance. What that is really telling me is that you are receiving guidance, you are receiving messages, and that some of them are just simply not resonating with you. You're not noticing them if they don't fall into what you think you should be hearing and the guidance you think you want or need. Okay, which means you might also take what I'm sharing with you right now from Spirit, and it might fall into that category. Okay, I'm just going to be blatantly honest with you guys. Spirit is very blatant. Spirit does not sugarcoat. And frankly, neither do I, because it's a waste of time and energy. Okay. A lot of people that are caught in a very emotional place, when they speak to a very spiritual or awakened person, they feel that that person is being cold or cold-hearted, unsensitive, and they get angry at them. Okay. But this is what Spirit is sharing with you. All right. So if we break this down, if it's a hard lesson, then it means there's something you need. It means that you need the lesson. If you're not aware that you need the lesson, you wouldn't need the lesson, would you? Okay. So there's a level of acceptance there. Then we have, you need guidance. Well, oftentimes guidance comes with the lessons, and the lessons come with the guidance. Sometimes the guidance is the lesson. Sometimes we don't receive. Now listen very closely, because Spirit is telling me this specifically for you. Okay. Sometimes we don't receive the guidance unless we need the lesson. In other words, if Jesus were to swoop down tomorrow and teach you a lesson, would you really be able to apply it? Or if he gave you the guidance, or would you maybe take it for granted if you were too comfortable? Because when we're too comfortable, we tend not to do what we need to do to create change. And what Spirit is trying to do here is to get you to transform so you can transform aspects of your life. Okay. So I don't believe that nobody's coming through. I believe that you are not as open to receive it as you think that you are. Okay. And that is not your fault. There's not anything to blame here. You are here today to hear this message from Spirit. And it is my deep and sincere hope that you will hear the way that I'm sharing it for them to you. Okay. Now, they gave me 2 cards to share with you. One is the bear spirit. This is right now one of your power animals, one of your messengers. You can get Animal Wise and Animal Speak and look up exactly what this means, but there's a lot of things it means. And it's about healing. Okay. There's some inner healing that you need to be doing. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. They're telling me that you are, even though you may not want to acknowledge it. There's some deep inner healing that needs to happen. And there is some deep wounding that has happened that is bringing about the perception of being ignored and of hard lessons. Okay. When this healing happens, your whole perception is going to shift. Now, what the bear spirit will be here to remind, and the bear spirit will stay with you for a while. Okay, he is one of your power animals right now. They hibernate, right? And they heal and they recharge and they prepare for a more active phase of life. This is something that you have needed to do for a while. You need to stop running on empty mentally and emotionally. And you need to hibernate in a mental and energetic way until you bring about some of that gunk from the 95% of your mind that is by 95% of your mind. Remember, that's the 95% you're not aware of. You need to bring some of that gunk out, because what's happened is it's morphed. They're showing me that it is morphed, and it comes out in other ways so that you feel strong and you don't feel so vulnerable. It comes out in other ways. And part of that is the block in perception. Okay. It is not true that nobody is coming through. You have 3 spirit guides, a ton of angels, all sorts of, animal spirits and guides. You've got a crow, you've got a hawk, you've got a turtle, which shows endurance and strength and patience, one step at a time, steadily getting where you want to go. That's one of your animal totems. You have the bear. Okay, you have a lot of forces behind you, but you are not open to receiving their guidance in a more clear, perceived way at the moment. So what they want you to do is they want you to poke some holes in that helmet I used to describe your egoic veil. Okay, you need to poke some holes in order to get some clarity, and that can only be done from the inside out. Now, the secret spring is your success. Okay, and the secret spring and the secret sauce to that is radical self-honesty on a level that you have never done before, on a level that is deeply emotional, because emotion is the mind and the body. And what they're telling me is you have some mind stored in the body that you need to get out. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's 2 minutes after. Okay, shoot, I guess I'm not doing a lot more cards. All right, so what needs to be happening here is, yes, you got me back. Yes, by spirit. So what needs to be happening here is you need to take this to heart. You might want to listen to this reading a few more times. You can have resistance to it. You can not like what I'm saying. You can make up excuses why spirit was incorrect here or why I was wrong. But the bottom line is that your success lies on the other side of this. Okay? And there is freedom, liberation, and success on the other side of that. Okay, you don't have to understand exactly what all this means today. All you have to do is a call to action that they have asked you to, which is do some of that deep introspection. Find some quiet hibernating time on your own until you get to the root of this, and then let it out and let it go. Okay, and keep me posted. I have a feeling in a few months, if you do this, you're going to be feeling quite different. Okay, please just remember this. Spirit says, remind her, nothing is what it seems. Everything is an illusion. Okay, now I have got to go. Let's see. Yes, I know your spirit guides, Haley. Sign up for the Meet Your Spirit Guides event, guys. I've only got 8 spaces left. You can find me on my Facebook page and sign up for that event if you want to. It's a great way to learn that. And I'm sorry I didn't get to your spirit animals today, Donna Ray, but we will get to those. I do have to log off because this is Veronica's page and she's got to get ready for other readers. Okay. I love you guys. I will see you on Monday, or you can find me on my Psychic Medium page. Mwah. Thank you for being a beautiful audience. I love all of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Whoops. Got to end broadcast before I can leave studio. Bye, guys.